Alright people, we got a lot to cover, so let's dive into why Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom is just pure genius. First off, we already all know who RDJ is.
I don't believe you people.
Huh? What do you mean, you people?
What do you mean, you people?
Huh?
He played the iconic Iron Man, a character that he brought to life with his talent and charisma. And unless you've been living under a rock, this past week, Robert Downey Jr. was just announced to be playing the role as Dr. Doom, aka Victor Von Doom, in the next Avengers movie, Avengers Doomsday. And before we get to the good stuff, we have to quickly talk about the big elephant in the room. Imagining seeing Robert play a Dr. Doom is kind of odd. Only because of the reason that everyone sees him as the beloved I Love You 3000, burger-loving Tony Stark, whose story was concluded after Endgame after his 11-year-long tenure establishing the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And let's be honest, it's not hard to say that Marvel has definitely been struggling with their past few projects, trying to recreate the magic that they had in the first 3 phases during the Infinity Saga. They have definitely made a lot more mistakes in these later phases than we have ever seen previously. And I don't want you to read this the wrong way, but I am selfishly all for RDJ returning to the MCU. In my eyes, it's actually kind of legendary to think about the legend that played Iron Man and the man that built the MCU from the ground up, making his return to basically be our savior and return the Marvel Cinematic Universe to its former glory. And as a fan, I've stayed loyal and I've kept up with a lot of the projects post-Endgame, and I've appreciated the things that we've gotten. Just, they aren't perfect by any means. But I'm just grateful that we get a few superhero projects a year. But things could be worse. You could be a DC fan. So at first, I don't blame all the criticism and all the doubt from fans with this casting choice. How could our beloved Iron Man actor embody such a menacing character? I've also heard people saying that Kevin Feige needed a crutch for the lackluster Marvel projects that have been coming out, or maybe Marvel's just using RDJ as a quick cash cow to bring in money. Or even we could have gotten a fresh face or a new casting to give someone else an opportunity in the spotlight to bring this character to life. All these claims are very, very true, and I agree with them to a certain extent. But here's where it gets interesting. Robert Downey Jr.'s acting prowess is unparalleled. I mean, he literally has nothing left to prove to us. But he has the ability to bring depth and complexity to any character that he portrays, which is something the MCU has definitely been lacking in certain areas for sure. And now with the multiverse being already established through the Loki series and the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, and even No Way Home, we have already been introduced to variants of our beloved heroes. So this is a walk in the park for us. This is nothing new or off topic that we've already been given. So a variant of Tony Stark being a villain in another world isn't too far-fetched. So the idea of him playing Dr. Doom is starting to begin to make a lot more sense now. Now, let's get down to the genius of RDJ's return. The door is now open to endless interactions with the announcement of Avengers Doomsday. Just think about it for a second. With scenarios of heroes like Peter Parker, who was last left off, wiped from everyone's memory, and no one knows who he is, just that they know a Spider-Man exists, and thinking of the idea of Peter meeting a variant of Tony. Obviously, he's going to feel a certain way because he believes that his mentor died. Seeing a variant is not crazy because he's already met alternate versions of himself. He's already experienced a small taste of what the multiverse can bring. So Peter meeting a version of Tony that's evil is obviously going to bring conflict inside of Peter, wanting to do the right thing, but it's also going to cause confusion for his character even more now. Or even we can see the scenario of an older Morgan Stark who has very few memories of her father, but she remembers that her dad was a good man. And to her shock, she sees that her dad is the big bad fighting the Avengers, the Earth's protectors. And also, currently, as of right now, we don't officially have an Avengers team. We did get the trailer to Captain America: Brave New World, and I'm assuming that Sam in this movie, Sam is going to be forming the new Avengers. And this team that he forms is most likely going to be the team that's going to go against Tony's variant in Avengers Doomsday. This potentially even opens the door for OG Avenger members to join the new team, like Hawkeye, who's on Earth, Hulk, who is on Earth currently with his son, and even potentially Thor, who is currently off-world. In their eyes, they're going to be fighting a man that they fought many battles with, and they've made plenty of memories with. So this makes us think, if we're in their shoes, this could cause a lot of turmoil and a lot of chaos within the team. And I'm confident, and I can say that it's definitely going to be hard for them to fight someone that has the same exact face as their friend. I can just picture if we had a whole similar scene like No Way Home, when Peter had his identity revealed to the entire world. If we had a similar situation with Doctor Doom, where his mask has never been taken off, and for the first time, whether his mask gets knocked off or taken off, and it's revealed to the world that he looks exactly like Tony Stark. And in everybody's eyes, Tony Stark is seen as this revered hero, the man that sacrificed his life to fight Thanos and bring everyone back. In this world, everyone loves Iron Man, and the way that RDJ's direction that he's going to take with this character is going to be very conflicting with the beliefs of Iron Man and everything that he stood for. He's going to most likely be the opposite. Everything's going to be really confusing, but it's going to be really good if we can get scenarios and interactions between Tony's new casting with the current members that are in the MCU. So there's plenty of opportunity and plenty of exciting moments that we can all go through and experience. This casting has the huge possibility of breathing new life into the MCU, as well as adding layers and depth. This choice of bringing RDJ back is bold and it's exciting, and it's a little bit questionable, but I could say that I'm really, really excited for the future of the MCU and to see where RDJ is going to take this character and where the story is going to go. It's just very exciting, and I'm all for it, and I'm kind of curious to see what you think of RDJ becoming Doctor Doom and rejoining the MCU. So go ahead and share your thoughts down below in the comments, and please, if I could ask of something for you, please subscribe. I am just a small fish in a big pond of YouTube, and just trying to find my place and grow as much as I can. So I would really, really appreciate that if you did. But that's it. Thank you for watching. Go home. There's nothing else here for you.